Hey everybody, it's Jen. How are you? Today I have a couple of project shares and I wanted to show you how to make these as well. These are sweet little baskets that I used a die to make, but I figured out a way to make them without a die. So I wanted to show you guys how to make them just in case you don't have the die or you don't plan on getting them or getting it and wanted to try one yourself. The die that I used, I just got from Frank Garcia Studio, and it is this one. It's a Sizzix Bigs die by Georgia Evans, and it's called the Basket, and it's a new one. 665102 is the number. Like it says, it's a Bigs die, so you could cut thicker cardstock, glitter cardstock, felt, vellum easily. So yeah, it's good for that. Any different material that you wanted to use. So, but the first two that I made, I just used regular double-sided cardstock. And they were super fun to make. And I just thought that there are so many different possibilities to, fill these with different things for favors or for little gifts. So anyway, this one I added a little paper scissor that I made, and that is from a die set I also got from Frank's Studio, and it is by Laura Ballora, and this is from the April collection. And that's what that one looks like and the number if you're interested. I'm not sure if he still has it in stock, but that's where I got it, and it was really fun to make for the mirror cardstock. I just got an order in from Tonic Studios, and so it worked out perfectly for that. So anyway, this one I filled up with little teeny bags of buttons. So I had these very little Ziploc bags that I really never knew what to do with. So I thought they'd be perfect for this. So I just divided up some buttons by color and stuffed them in here with some teal cheesecloth. And I thought that would be a really cute gift for either a paper crafter friend or a sewing friend. And then this one, I made little paper embroidery floss bobbins. That's what these are called. And that's also from this die here. This die is great because it has the slits at the bottom, so you can just, wind the floss around and then just add it into the slit at the bottom. And I pieced this with double-sided paper, 2 pieces, and some white cardstock in between. Most of them. I don't think that one had it, but like this one does, so make it really nice and stiff. So so I put floss, I put rickrack, I put other trims, and then I actually made one just to see what it would look like by using this like little filler piece. And that's this one. I just cut it out of foam just to see what it would look like. It's obviously just decorative, but it'd be good for, some embellishment project. So anyway, that's a little basket of little trims. Oh, and I also put washi tape on one of them. So you could always do that too, to add some washi samples and just send them off to a crafty friend. So that's that one. Super cute, right? So like I said, I posted them on Instagram and I got a lot of people like them. A few people asked to show you a tutorial, and for a die, not everyone has this die. Not everyone's going to get this die either. So I thought, all right, maybe I can link people to a tutorial that's out there to make a small basket die. And the closest one I found was by a YouTuber. Her name is GPN Arts, and it's a 4-year-old video, which I will link down below, and it's great. There's no talking. It's just all, just a how-to kind of with set along to music. But hers was a little bit bigger, and I changed it a little bit so it would match this. So I wanted to show you what I did. This is the one that I made. And see, it's very, very similar to the size of the die one. I made this one without a die at all. And it was actually really, really easy to do once I figured out the measurements. And the good thing about it is you can change it to be bigger or smaller depending on, what size basket you want. So I'll show you that when we get to it. But this is the very first one I made. I just used some ivory cardstock. I added 2 rolls of washi to show you how much it could fit. And this is a huge roll of washi. And I put some lace inside just to kind of give a little texture to it. And I think it came out so cute, right? And then I just added some butterfly or not buttons, stickers I had in my stash. And yeah, I could just see putting these like on everybody's table setting at Easter. They're so quick to whip out. Maybe not with washi tape, maybe with some chocolate or something, but let's get started. I'll show you how to make one, and you'll be addicted too, I am sure. Oh, this is another one that I made. This was with the die, but I wanted to show you one that was not sewing themed. This one I just put some Easter grass in, just so you can, visualize something else inside it. So there's that one. Okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need some cardstock. You are going to need a scoreboard. Let me just get this one in here. I have this huge scoreboard. I have a smaller one too, but I like to use this big one. Okay, so that's my scoreboard. Cardstock, you're going to cut to 4.5-inch square. Okay, this is 4.5 inches. And then you're going to cut a piece of cardstock that's 1/2 inch by 4.5 inches. All right, you are going to need a pair of scissors, pencil, bone folder if you want, not necessary, and important, some quick drying glue. You can use hot glue. I did that with the Big Sty baskets that I made, but with the ones that I made myself, I just use some art glitter glue, which I keep in this little bottle, and it works fine, and it's less dangerous than hot glue. So, all right, let's get started. So take your 4.5-inch piece of paper, and you're going to put it up in the corner, and you're going to cut it into thirds. So you're going to cut it, let me get my thingy out. Okay, so you're going to cut it at 1.5 inches. Not cut it, just score it. Now I'm trying to do this from way up here, so it's kind of hard to see. Okay, so 1.5 and 3. Okay. And then turn it and do the same thing. 1.5 and 3. Oops, I dug in too fast, but that's okay because I'm going to be cutting that part anyway. I'm doing this on plain cardstock so you can see the score lines a little bit better. Okay, so now it's just into thirds. So if you wanted to make this bigger, you would start out with the bigger square and just divide it into thirds, okay? So we did that, and then what we're going to do is for the outer squares, we're going to divide those into 3 as well. So you're going to score each of these outer squares into thirds. So put it up in the corner, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, but don't go all the way down, just do the top square, okay? So just go 1/2 inch and then 1 inch. Okay, let me show you. So you have 1/2, 1, and then you have the score line for the original box you made, okay? And then for the square on the right, you're going to, it starts at 3, so you're going to go to 3.5, and then 4. Okay. Can you see that? Hopefully. All right, then just turn it around 180 degrees and do the same thing. 1/2 inch and 1 inch. And then 3.5 and 4. Okay, so we have all that done. Okay, now we're going to, I'm just looking at my instructions that I wrote down to make sure that it didn't forget anything. So just move your scoreboard out of the way, okay? And then just fold it on the score lines that you made. Just on the original boxes. And that'll make it easier when you're doing your cutting. Okay. Now before you cut it, get out a ruler. I'm just going to use my little mat here, okay? And the middle box that's on the top, see there's like the score lines here and the score lines there, and then you have the plain box inside. Just make a mark at the center of that at the very top, okay? So it's 1.5 inches, so you'll do it at 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to do that for the one on the other side as well. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so I just put a mark on the top for the middle of that box. And I did it there as well. Okay. So everything is folded nice. All right, now we're going to get out our scissors. So, okay, so now those little score lines we made, we're going to cut from the edge of the paper to that top score line, okay? So just follow the score line and make your cut. Do 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so it looks like that. So come over to the next side and do that. This is so simple, this basket. I was so excited when I made the first one. I was like, this is perfect. And it's easier in a way than the die because you don't have to tape 2 pieces together. With the Bigz die, you have, it only cuts out half of a basket. So you have to make 2 and then tape them together or glue them together. Okay, so I'm just going around, doing all my cuts. Okay, so now we have it looking like that. Okay, and now where we made that mark in the center, you're going to cut from the center to each corner. So you make a triangle, okay? So I'm going to cut from this mark to the corner, like that. And do that on the next side. All right, then we'll go to the other side and do the same thing. And one more. Okay, so now this is going to be our basket. It should look like that. No matter what size you make it, I just made a 4.5-inch square because 4.5 you could divide by 3 easily to make the little basket parts. So anything that you can divide by 3 easily, I think that would be good. Okay, so let us put this together. You're going to take your glue and your basket. You're going to do one side at a time, okay? So what we're going to do is put some glue on the back of this flap and this flap, the ones on either side of the triangle, okay? So just take your glue and just put a little bit on the edge, just like that. Okay, and I always start with the left. It doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent. And put it down on top of the triangle and then put the other one on top of that. And I do it so that the corners are kind of lined up. Okay, and with quick drying glue, it sticks together really fast. So we're going to do that with the next level, which is right there. Okay, a little glue on each end and put that together like so. Again, with the tips lining up at the top. Okay, if you have a little extra glue, doesn't matter, it's going to be covered up. And then for the last level, put some glue and glue. So you have 1 and 2. Okay. Now in the video that I followed, she did it a little bit differently here. She had the flap, the triangle part, like coming out, so she did all the gluing first and then put the triangle on top of it. And that looked really cute too, but I figured I'd just do it this way because this is the way that the die does it, and I wanted it to be pretty similar. Okay, so that's one side. So then you're just gonna turn it around and do the other side. Again, take a little bit of glue, put it on the edges of the 2 pieces that are near the triangle. And I always go left first. So just bring them together. It's a little bit easier to do it this way than with the hot glue, because with hot glue, you press it down and it's stuck. At least with the art glitter glue, you have, like a fraction of a second to move it if it's not exactly aligned the way you want it to. So, yeah, definitely works well, this glue. Okay, there's the next level. And the next one. together. Just hold it. Ta-da! You've got your basket part. And then you're going to take your other piece that was 4.5 by 1/2 and just add a little bit of glue to each end. And then just put one just to cover up the top level. Hold that down. Bring it to the other side and hold that down. Just move it a little bit if you have to get it straight. And there's our little basket. Isn't it cute? This is about, let's see, let's measure it. About 3 inches by, how wide is it? Not even 2. Like 1 and, yeah, a little bit. Well, we did cut it to 1.5, so it's a little bit bigger than that. So adorable, right? So let's embellish this one. I thought we could make this one like a birthday themed. So I got out a few stickers that I had, these little balloons from Hobby Lobby. And I thought I would put them just on the place where the strap meets. You could do so many different ways, you know, different things to embellish these. You could even stitch these before you put it together. That would be really fun. You can put sentiments on it, maybe do something fun with the strap. I don't know, put like, well, it would have to be pretty stiff, but you know, maybe some other kind of material you could use for a strap. So we have that, and then maybe add some candies. I've got, let's see, I love these. I always have them in my craft room, so maybe a couple packs of those would fit in there. Yeah, that looks cute, right? And I did make a few other ones that I wanted to show you. Let's see, this one I made for like an Easter-y one. I just added some bows to the sides, and I put a little bunny that I made. This one I made out of a Dollar Tree foam. I showed you guys, I think, already. A Dollar Tree foam bunny. I just painted it and glittered it up and put them in some colored cheesecloth down at the bottom. So cute, right? And then I made another one that I just added some cotton candy embellishments that I made last year, and I put some butterfly stickers on the sides. Kind of like the striped paper. I was wondering how that would come out. That looks pretty neat, right? I mean, it's not perfect down there, but it looks kind of fun. And did I make another one? That might be it. Yeah, I showed you guys the other butterfly one, the original one. So I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, let me know. I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'd be happy to answer them. Again, I just thought it would be fun to do if you don't have that die to make, you know, little paper baskets for favors, for Easter, for just little gifts, little gifts for crafty friends. So I will leave links below to the tutorial that I followed, and also to the dies that I got from Frank's Studio in case they're still available, in case you're interested in those. All right, guys, so I will talk to you soon, and I'll be back with another crafty video. Take care. Bye.